Acronyms in real estate. There are quite a few of them. Let's talk about some of the basic ones. So, first of all, you're going to hear REPC, REPC, or see that in a text. It's pronounced like REPC, and it's a real estate purchase contract. So, it's what binds the agreement together. In the state of Utah and in all states, we need to have written agreements in order to go under contract on properties. So, a REPC is the very basic purchase contract for a property. Also, you're going to see an acronym like DD, which is due diligence, and that's the time frame that you're given or someone else is given in order to do their diligence and really think about the product that they're under contract on. So once they've signed the Rep C, then they have a due diligence period, and we call that DD. And that time is when you can do a home inspection. Maybe you're testing for radon, mold, other things, but you're also trying to secure your financing. And even though you've been pre-qualified, you're looking and making sure that everything's going to work. A lot of times we also see people during that due diligence time, they may have a contractor come in because maybe there's things they want to do on the house, like maybe there's like a fireplace or built-ins, or they're changing out flooring. Maybe they need a new roof. And so they're going to go and use this time period in order to get those bids. So after due diligence, we also are provided during that time, or even sometimes before, seller property disclosures. And those are also important because you will have the owner of the property tell you the things that they've improved, or also things that may have gone wrong while they've owned the home. And so that's also a really important thing that happens right before due diligence, and you can think about those while you have that due diligence time period. Then you've got your financing and appraisal deadlines, and we usually call that F&A. And financing and appraisal is during the time window you're making sure that your loan is progressing. You also have an appraisal. If you're getting a loan, usually there's an appraisal through the bank, and that happens during that time. And so the financing and appraisal time window, F&A, is also really important. And then also at the very end, we have settlement. And a lot of people call it closing. And it's closing of the escrow account. It's the settlement though, and it's the same thing. But settlement is when basically you're signing the papers at a title company in the state of Utah. That's typically what we do, and you're signing. You're settling, you're making sure that everything is paid, there's no liens on the property, that everything's moving forward, and then it's recorded. And that happens with the county as well. And so along the way, you will hear different acronyms. And one other one that you may hear along that way, especially if you're looking at listing a home, is you're going to hear something about a CMA, which is a comparative market analysis. And that's when we look at what homes have sold in your neighborhood. We are looking at value, pricing, and we're getting an idea for what your list price could be and what it will sell for on the open market. And so CMAs are really important. I do CMAs for clients all the time. It doesn't mean that you have to sell right then. A lot of times I do a CMA just so people understand when they want to sell. Maybe they have a goal of making a certain amount of money in equity in the property, or sometimes there's different situations where they're just trying to figure out, if they want to do maybe like a refinance or a HELOC or something. So sometimes they'll have me do a CMA, and those are always free for me. Appraisals cost money because it's a third party, but I have access to a lot of the same closed property listings as an appraiser. And so you should never hesitate to reach out to me and ask for a CMA. So again, that's just a market analysis of other properties of your neighborhood, and we put that in a report and we email it over to you. So sometimes we talk a lot in acronyms, and if you ever have questions on those, then definitely reach out to me and ask. But in the meanwhile, if you're looking for a market report on your house or a property you own, maybe even land, then reach out to me. I'm happy to do one for free for you.